All right, we got building a startup in 500 days, day 240. So this is a special morning edition. I actually might start doing this more because I have more energy in the morning and just kind of recap the day that just happened. So yesterday was a dope day. I absolutely cranked on stuff in the morning. So Stan had a friend who actually has a small business and they are actually hopping on the manager experience, which I know isn't necessarily the exact target, but it is helpful to understand how people collaborating with multiple team members use the platform because a lot of that is actually pretty similar to how a manager would use it. And so they had some quick feedback on stuff. And so I implemented it. A high priority checklist on tasks, or sorry, a high priority notation on tasks, um, being able to drag and drop on the calendar. Okay, this was actually hype for me because early on, like in December or something, someone asked about the drag and drop on the calendar and I couldn't figure it out, had no idea. And then yesterday morning, I crushed it and I actually figured it out. And honestly, I feel like this is like one of the most rewarding parts of this whole process is the fact that I learned Bubble and now I can like see my progress in how I understand this tool to build stuff. So hyped on that. And then they also had a cool idea to add profile pictures as the notating factor if you have multiple people assigned to each task, which actually a great idea. It looks so much better. So I did all that. I set it live, and it actually hype feedback is now even for my experience using it, it's much better having those high priority tasks and stuff. So dope. And then posted 3 TikToks. Okay, again, I've done this because I think I was mentioning in the past video that my inbound has been slacking. Um, but now that I have this new tool that I was telling you I was working on, this kind of like A/B testing with experiments, I've been using it and I feel so much more intentional about my content, etc. And yesterday I had like 6 inbounds. So hype. So we're back in action, baby. Because I set a goal for myself of 50 artist testers at least on this new experience by end of November. So really needed to see those numbers turn around on the inbounds, and they have, which is dope. I also tried a new kind of call to action. Typically, I'm like day to day, a new platform to help musicians stay consistent or whatever. But I feel like I was kind of just setting my routine on that. So I experimented yesterday with a new call to action of just asking for the beta testers at the start. So it's like musicians looking for more beta testers, and it seems like that's kind of panned out a little bit. So we'll see. We'll keep it going, and we'll see how it goes. And then my sister worked on some hi-fi designs for the new kind of mood and design on the feed, and it looks so sick. I'm like, I'm so hyped about it. And so originally when we were doing it, we were thinking about like restructuring and redesigning some of the pages, but as we were kind of going through it now, I think what makes more sense as a V1 here is just like having a mood refresh, style refresh with her kind of like cool vision on the style for the existing pages, and ideally set that live next week or work on it next week. Ideally, I can set it live next week just to like refresh the experience, kind of set the tone on the design that we want moving forward. And then once that's live, then start thinking more about like how to redesign pages and stuff like that, just because we were getting a little bit confused there. So yeah, that seems like a more tangible and realistic V1 of things. And then Zach, who got in touch with me about working on the manager version, sent over this dope document of basically just like laying out all the features that is on the current version and some notes about things we could improve on, some of his ideas, etc. So hyped. So then I went through and I responded to all the comments, etc. But like this was a robust doc. Like he's put in some work, which is hype in terms of, you know, someone you might want to work with who kind of just has some internal motivation there. So there actually is more data because we talked today, but I can't talk about it because this is the recap for yesterday. And then I'm not gonna lie, like I cranked in the morning and then I kind of hit a wall in the afternoon. So I didn't do a ton at night. I feel like as it starts getting colder, there's always kind of like the, you know, fending off the sickness, which I'm kind of in right now, but I'm feeling dope right now. So yes, I think that's kind of the update for this day. So yeah, following our journey, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.